week. Like, I hate this guy. The reason why I fucking hate Bruno Mars is because, like, yes, Bruno Mars 100% is a cultural appropriator. He is racially ambiguous. He is not black at all, and he plays up his racial ambiguity to be able to do what Jameer says, cross genres and go into different places. And you guys are bringing up Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age will be able to get to the point that he got to previously.
Facts.
And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black face.
Absolutely.
And you have, so I'm talking, so you can, because I'm talking right now. And in a lot of different ways, and in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now where hip hop recently surpassed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States. Black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV.
Oh, MTV.
We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael Jackson's career and compare that to Bruno Mars. And I also want to say that Bruno Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does is he takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it. He does not improve upon it. He does not make it better. He's a karaoke singer. He's a wedding singer. He's the person you hire to do Michael Jackson and Prince covers. Yet Bruno Mars has an Album of the Year Grammy and Prince never won an Album of the Year Grammy. So how you gonna say?
Wow.
So how you gonna say people that are originators in the funk genre, that are originators in the R&B, the New Jack Swing? Bobby Brown and New Edition don't have no Album of the Year Grammy. Bruno Mars got that Grammy because white people love him because he's not black, period. The issue is we want our black culture from non-black bodies.
Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Rod Smooth.
It's your boy Los, aka CAP.
I mean, I feel like we got a fourth representative in here. Do we? I mean, I'm not gonna just say not introduce him while he's sitting in the room.
It's an introduction, but we'll let him introduce himself.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yo, your boy C.I. We in Denver.
Let him know. Let him know where we at.
So we got two cats in Denver, two cats in Houston. So I guess it's a little equally distributed. Man, I don't know. The first thing we came in with that intro with the little chick, the sensei or the sensei.
Facts.
Sensei.
I mean, she
it's
had a lot
actually
of cool stuff.
Bruno Mars' karate teacher is who said that. And I don't know why she would talk about her someone of her dojo like that, you know?
The whole time she was talking, was I the only one who kept thinking like, man, she's like a reason why dudes date chicks that's not black. Like she got like the whole the aggressive black woman. Boo, shut up, boo. Shut up, boo. I am talking like the whole nine. Facts.
Was that your first thought?
Like she was aggravating me.
Yeah.
Like I was physically aggravated listening.
I just feel like she been hurt by a Polynesian or two in her life. And I think that was the whole reason why she was mad about that.
Polynesian.
She went get her some Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And it was open. That's what it was. That must be what it was. We definitely gonna cycle back to her. Yeah. I'm not gonna get on a
I don't like her that much.
The Bruno Mars debate, controversy talk is we're here for that today. So we're gonna have that talk. But let's just, before we even get anywhere into anything, I want to remind everybody to get out there. You listen to the podcast right now. You can hit pause right now. Give us a follow. Give us a like
on everything.
Give us a comment. If you follow us on SoundCloud, well, damn it, go follow us on Instagram.
Go follow that Twitter page.
If you follow us on
by
Twitter,
the way, I want to shout you out. I got a big shout out. This podcast is brought to you by Nick Butter. Y'all don't know Nick Butter, but Nick Butter is the reason why this podcast is on Google Play. I just have to say that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Nick Butter.
It's a porn star or something?
I don't know. It sounds very porn-esque. But Nick Butter. Dick Butter. The YouTube page, follow that. Follow them all, man. Just be a loyal follower, man. So you can make sure. And we really pushing that Twitter. It's at BFW Pod. Don't go to like at Best Friend Weekend. At Best Friend Weekend is everything else. but on Twitter we're at BFW Pod. We're gonna do some cool stuff, so make sure y'all do that. Hey, I was just thinking about something. Raj said, "Look, we're recording right now," and you started throwing out some times, and I was like, "Man, that's the exact same time as here." I didn't know that that's how. So, what do y'all not have daylight savings time? How does that even work? Because you was an hour behind last week, and now we the same time.
I never threw out any times.
Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just said you was like, I get off at 8 or something. Didn't you say I get off at 8 and I've been working since 8 and it's 8?
No, he didn't say that.
No, I said,
swear.
oh my goodness. I said that I got to work at 8. And if that's not what I said, that's what I meant.
That's not exactly what you said. He don't read.
I
so
think he
y'all do
just
have-
read.
So y'all do have.
It's the
daylight
same
savings
thing.
time.
Yeah, Arizona is the only state that doesn't have daylight savings time.
When he
So
said
Arizona
that,
is not in Denver. That's
No.
like
no,
not
they
the
are.
same-
They
That's
are
not
in Denver.
That's in
the same place.
They're in the same city.
Yeah, the Cardinals and the Broncos play in the same place.
The Rattlers.
Same
Same
stadium.
stadium.
And everything.
Yeah, I figured Jake Plummer. Oh yeah, he was the quarterback for the
Both teams.
for the Arizona
all-time
Broncos.
quarterback.
He was all-time quarterback.
Yeah.
There you go. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, so I guess I'm
Duh.
wrong. Papa Nemo.
Facts.
Papa Nemo actually was the quarterback back in like 19 some odd years ago. I don't know.
Papa Nemo.
Papa
So,
Nemo.
Based upon our last podcast, we did have some feedback. Some what we
we got
would
a
call,
white girl who listens.
Yeah, I mean, I made the very bold proclamation
Shout out.
that
What's her name?
no Caucasian females are regular listeners, and then I got a message that actually said, just wanted to let you know that there is at least one white woman who is a regular listener every week. Facts.
No.
And so this
Capitalize
podcast
on the every.
and this podcast is brought to you by Leah Meyer. I mean,
Shout out, Leah.
you know what I mean, like
Hugs
Leah
from 4
Meyer.
black men. No, me too.
Leah Meyer definitely. With a name like Leah Meyer, she definitely is down with the Brown.
She has
100%.
She has to be.
It's like Nehemiah
can't-
with an L.
Like
Nehemiah.
Kiara Mia, but just a different version.
Has to be. Showing them
Oh.
yakking mouths. Huh?
So I mean, shout out to everybody who the white, but I was gonna figure, like I was figuring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since Raj is on the pod,
Mm-hmm.
and since CI is a loyal listener,
we got
and
overload.
he on the podcast this week,
It's overload.
I figured y'all would have had the Caucasian young ladies on Click Clack. I felt like they would have been listening to the pod every week. If y'all like it, y'all should be laying up in the bed listening to the pod. They should be like, oh, because I mean, since we like our Nubian sisters and y'all like the fairer skinned individuals.
Well,
I mean,
who
I
is
just
y'all?
felt like y'all too.
Uno
The
dos.
Denver.
Denver.
mean
Once
y'all
y'all move
too.
to Denver, once y'all cross that line and move to Denver,
I'm not sold up.
I'm
What?
sold up. Hey, I'm sold up.
ye
But
sold
I'm
up.
not. So I haven't made my decision yet.
So my point is, then why don't you have any of your young ladies who happen to be of porcelain
Nubian white
complexion,
queens.
Nubian white queen, my milk of magnesia. Why wouldn't you? Why don't you have them listening to the podcast?
I know y'all drink
That's
number
the question
2%
for
milk
both of
over
y'all. I mean, let it be known.
I mean, I just I just don't think that this is their genre of podcast.
No,
Just
it's called
like my
gentrification.
mama,
Leah
He
Meyer
said
is
drop
listening.
N-bombs a
though.
little bit too much. But that Leah Meyer is down with the Brown. Like Nehemiah
nigga shit.
will probably give that same Bruno Mars speech. Like she is marching. She Black Lives Matter to her. Like she is with the movement. Sometimes I'm that's I don't want that one.
Leah Meyer is not the white girl with the dookie braids, though.
No.
We are not going to confuse it. Leah Meyer is very regular, from a regular
Two-parent system.
two-parent, and Clarence parents had a very good marriage type situation.
There you go. Hey, I
You
knew
know
it
what
was
I mean?
coming.
It's a private school.
It was
No,
coming.
no offense, CI.
It had
We
to
weren't talking
come.
about you in that way.
Hey, that's my name though. It's coming though. It had to come.
So you're a loyal listener then, CI, correct? Are we all right in that
Yeah, and I
assumption?
still got beef with y'all boys, man. I was gonna wait till the 420 Street show to come to confront y'all about it. But the trophies episode, all three of y'all boys slayed my Cowboys, and I wasn't feeling that, dog.
Are they poo?
His cowboy.
No. Y'all talking
Can I
about
ask
the
him a
fan
question?
base, bro.
Oh.
What's that?
I just was gonna ask you a question. You so when you grew up in Dallas, like how was that growing up in the
What
Fort Worth
What
area?
part of that?
I don't have
How
to-
was it growing up in the Fort Worth area?
No,
I
what
don't
part of
have to
Texas?
go
you
to
think?
Dallas.
I mean,
to be
Los
Dallas
is from
fan.
Dallas as well,
I'm
so I
definitely
mean,
not
so
Hey,
Definitely
East
not from
Dallas.
Dallas.
Hey, I
Shreveport
don't know, man.
318.
I don't hate them Saints. I like the way it bring y'all families together. Y'all do that thing, but Y'all ain't have to hate on my boys like that, man. That shit hurt my feelings, man. I was like, well, I fucked with these kids, man. I fucked with them, and they damn slayed my boys, man. I had to let Raj hear it before I let y'all hear it.
You know, that means you're a real Cowboy fan if you feel like that.
And he holding it on his heart.
Yeah.
I was holding it in, boy, but I got on tonight.
Look, we will be out there 420 weekend, best friend weekend. We can definitely talk about it. We're gonna try to record at least 2 episodes when we out there.
Ooh.
Do a bunch of video presentations. We're gonna be out there cutting up.
Yeah, we're gonna have already done got them on pre-order right now. I got the headband with the GoPro on them. So we're gonna have everybody gonna have a.
I want the chest cam.
17
I want the
of them
chest
already.
cam on that thing, boy. With the
Chest
the
cam
GoPro on the chest. You feel me?
Yeah.
You gonna look
And that way
stupid.
you do the Cam Newton and just break it out.
Just pull it out of the ball. You heard me?
You like to wear little jackets over. You gonna look dumb.
I mean, okay. I mean,
You might want to wear those.
I did watch them. They both, Raj and Ci, both was playing flag football when I went out there last time. They did look like they played for the Cowboys a little bit. I mean, it was.
So see, I can't catch.
You're not gonna do the.
I don't know what
seam
you
like
See
that.
how you can't catch.
I mean,
Nah, you came out there when Raj was sick, huh?
No, that was Tim. was the Graham Store.
Okay. I was about to say, when Raj get drunk, he can ball.
Nah, it was. I mean, I wasn't talking about Raj specifically. We know how Raj plays. Raj plays like a little hybrid of a little Brandon Cooks out there a little bit. But see, I did look like he played for the Cowboys just a little bit.
He was dropping everything like that, Brian.
He was a little. He
Don't do
didn't
my
know
man
what a
like
catch
that, man.
was. He didn't know what a catch the catch was. That's what I mean.
Chunk the X.
He was throwing that.
What I do, Al? What I do, Al? What I
Nah,
do?
they was
Nah, I ain't
good.
do
They
all
was
that.
good. They was good. They was good. They
Okay.
played their role. They let the white boy be the quarterback. They just ran around and got all sweaty and did everything else.
No shine.
They didn't get no shine at all. They just let the white boy
Tony
all-time
Romo.
quarterback in safety.
Tony
Tony on the
Romo.
field. Yeah, all the fun shit in flag football.
Them niggas blocking.
Hey man, hey man, y'all wild man. Y'all acting like that chick, man. Y'all talking about my guy. Y'all talking about my guy like y'all talking about like this chick was talking about Bruno Mars.
I don't even know nobody, so I'm just talking.
It is what it is, man. So another thing, I mean, now this story goes a little left. I was out there chasing the bag this weekend. Well, not even this weekend. It was like yesterday and the day before. I was in Waco, Texas. This podcast brought to you by David Koresh. And we was out there by the Branch Davidian, and I was teaching or whatever. So I'm over there with a big sign around my neck that said instructor. Like I'm the instructor, you know. I'm letting them have it. I'm over there feeling good, dressed nice, doing my thing, leading, teaching.
But with a T-shirt on that say instructor.
No.
That's what you call looking nice.
A little name badge.
Yeah, the headband.
A little name badge.
Okay. A blazer with instructor.
The lady, when I first got there, she walked. It was me and a little Asian guy. Shout out to the little Asian guy. This
Timmy
podcast
Chan,
brought
what
to you
up?
by Timmy Chan. That is terrible. But my boy JY. Anyway, so it was me and him running the class, and the white lady who was setting up the room, like she made it a point to anytime she had to talk to us about something or tell us like, hey, look, this is how you set up the monitor. It was a real nice room. It was like Minority Report. And I don't mean that because it was a black dude and an Asian dude. I mean it because the room had like the screen that moved, but like, you know, it was real touch screen.
Yeah.
It was nice. But she kept telling the Asian dude how to do everything. And she would never even look at me in my face and say, hey, dog, like, hey, Mr. Allen, this is how you know,
Because she
whatever.
figured that you're a black man, you never been in a room like that before. You probably was a janitor he brought along because he was scared to be
Something
by
like
himself
that.
in Waco.
So this is the
No.
part that killed me.
I don't think it was
Go
that.
ahead.
I think that they got some black black people that you might just assume, oh yeah, he just made good grades, and then like Lo said, he never seen a room like this. I think stereotypically, if I saw a black person and an Asian person,
Definitely
and I
tell the
needed
Asian
technical
person.
help, I probably would ask the Asian person.
If you needed technical help, that makes sense. But she didn't need technical help. What she was actually doing was asking me for telling us how to use things.
She asked you nothing. She asked
Yeah, she was trying to show us how to use different things in the room, and she didn't ask me nothing. She was just telling dude. But that's not the part that pissed me off. The part that ran me hot was this. I'm like setting up something on the computer to do something for after lunch. She walks in the room and just unplugs the monitor and plugs in like somebody else's computer into the monitor who was doing like a lunch speech and just let them start talking. didn't say like, excuse me, hold on a second, whatever. I'm literally on the screen, like touch screening the screen, and she just turns it off and hooks somebody else stuff up. So in that moment, I was like,
You didn't say nothing?
I didn't say nothing. I just walked away. Cuz.
Wow.
That's
why
not
you
the
do it
truth.
like that.
No, I did. I literally walked away, and I went to get something to eat because I was like, I'm out here chasing the bag, and I don't want to mess the bag up.
You weren't gonna mess the bag up, but you have to tell the lady, hey, that's completely rude, man. I was doing something. You didn't see me?
No, I mean it happened just like that, dog. Like like I said, I didn't. But when I walked back in the room, an older black lady walked up to me, and she did what older black ladies do. She pulled me on the side. She was like, I just want to let you know, brother.
Oh,
They
Lord.
need. I love seeing people like us in positions like this. You just go, boy. She was like, I seen what that lady did to you, and I saw how you reacted, and you did that exactly right. Because you could have got really upset with the lady and whoop, whoop, whoop. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it. But I do feel like you guys do. I think you're right. I missed an opportunity. That's a teachable moment.
Exactly.
I should have went ham on her ass.
No.
I should have called her dirty
I think
white
I think
ass.
you definitely no. You shouldn't have called. You shouldn't have did that. But you should have
shoulda
took
told
that.
her.
She was a
moment to
dirty
just-
white though, man. She wasn't like the...
You should have told her what was up though.
But she was getting the bag too, so she wasn't too dirty.
No, she wasn't getting the bag. She was just working there, man. She was like the tech specialist or something, man.
That's a
But what you was doing?
I was teaching the class, homie.
You was working there,
with her.
just like her.
Well, under her actually.
So
No,
she was
man,
also
it's-
getting a bag.
No, it's like if I'm Young Jeezy and I go to the studio, she was like the person like over the lab in the studio, cutting like that.
So she
was not the engineer, but she was like the person who was like cleaning off the board for the engineer.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So she lightweight janitor.
Dirty white.
So I feel like you should have addressed her though.
I
You should have
should
let her know. You know how to get in people without being a black man, nigga. You could have let her know, like, excuse me, I was on here. Could you please plug that back up? That was very important that I was doing. Thank you very much.
I think she was really going out of her way to make me feel like a nigger, though. Like I honestly think that's what that was. Like I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that you feel, that.
And this was
It don't
after
matter.
she showed favoritism towards the Asian guy
Yeah, this was.
So she
I was
played
there
you
for 2
twice.
days. Yeah, she played me twice.
and got away with it. So
It's
like literally
scot-free.
Dang.
is at like the cookout right now talking about you. I
Yeah.
got him.
Mm-hmm.
About this uppity
And he ain't
Negro.
do shit.
She probably called me an uppity nigga about 3 times.
Yeah,
And he ain't do shit.
nothing. You know what I did? I walked right over there and I unplugged it. He's not supposed to be there.
Man, I
Yep.
hate both of y'all.
It's the truth.
No.
I hate all of y'all for even allowing.
I
that
thought
to
you
go
was
on.
the strong link, but I see
We see now, Roger. We
see
got
what
that
guy
all
you
about.
are.
I allow myself to get played in situations like such. I got to do better, man.
Yeah, you do.
Kind of switching back this a little bit. We talked last week, some more feedback from last week's episode. We got a lot of feedback from last week's episode. And this podcast brought to you by the homie Dre Hype. And Dre Hype basically hit me and said, hey guys, y'all were talking last week about who had the belt. The black actor belt. And, you know, it is what it is. We talked about the fact that Eddie Murphy had it for a while, and then we said it kind of went to Wesley Snipes for a little while, then Denzel. And I think we went
missed
there, and
one.
that's probably where we left it.
We missed one.
He said, so y'all gonna act like Will Smith never took the crown.
He did.
And he said that man saved the world for like 7 summers in a row.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna really love this Blackbuster Video podcast, I'm telling
It's
y'all.
gonna be
But
cool.
so he is right. And I looked at it. Will Smith did save the world in 95 Bad Boys, 96 Independence Day, 97 Men in Black, 98. I guess you could say Enemy of the State. He was kind of saving the world. Wild Wild West. I don't know if he saved the world, but maybe he did.
He did say the word.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't say.
He did.
Bagger Vance. I don't think he saved the world. That was
Bagger Vance, he
2000.
saved the world.
Yeah, he did.
Ali. Did he save the world in Ali?
Yes.
Yeah, of
You
course.
can't save the world when you're pretending to be someone else. 02 was Men in Black 2. 03 was Bad Boys 2. 04 was I, Robot. 05 was Hitch. Now I agree. He saved the world with Hitch because he was over there getting people hooked up. The Pursuit of Happiness 06. I Am Legend.
That movie was
He
crazy,
saved the world
bro.
again
That
in
was a
07.
movie.
Hancock in 08. He saved the world again in 08. So Will Smith probably saved the world close to 13 years in a row. So
But I mean, it's
I was
more than that.
remiss.
Yeah, he was the first actor to get 20 mil a movie, wasn't he, back then? That was a big deal.
Possibly.
I remember that.
Kirk Cousins was the first quarterback to get $25 million a year for the last
That's a whole nother
6
podcast,
years,
bro.
though.
That's a whole nother podcast.
So I'm just saying.
That's a whole nother podcast. I don't even want to talk about that right now.
I mean, Kirk Cousins getting the bag.
That's
man.
terrible.
The black people could tell him whatever they want. He gonna get the bag. But that made me start thinking about actually. Look, I didn't do a lot of research, but I did some research. Right? I had some time at work. I had time for this. I know this list is long, but it wasn't that hard to put together.
But I'm used to dealing with long things. I don't know. I thought that's what you was gonna say.
Whoa.
Pause.
Pause him up.
Pause, my nigga.
See, I paused that boy real quick, bro.
Please put.
Was that gay? Was that gay? That was
Flicker
gay?
him, please.
Flicker
See,
him.
Flicker
See,
him.
Flicker. There you go.
Was that gay?
Calm
My
down,
bad.
relax.
That's what
fire.
I would have said because I thought it was funnier than. But I'm so sorry. It's long.
Anyway, so starting it, I can't go any further. I'm not gonna go further back than the year that I was born. So we're gonna start back in '82, and it's real easy. If y'all have any kind of thing where if you disagree, let me know. 82, Eddie Murphy, 48 Hours. 83, Eddie Murphy, Trading Places. 84, Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop. So 82 to 84, all Eddie Murphy. He had the belt. 85, he didn't really make any movies. So Danny Glover was the only one who did something kind of in The Color Purple in 85, but I don't think you get the belt for just doing something. I think even if Eddie Murphy wasn't active, he still had the belt.
Yeah.
Because he pulled back in 86 and he did The Golden Child. 87 he did Beverly Hills Cop 2, but Danny Glover also did Lethal Weapon in 87.
He still ain't had a belt.
He still got the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, he still ain't had a belt for that though.
He got the second tier belt, right?
Yeah, like he made it to the Final Four maybe.
88, Eddie was still had Coming to America. 89, Eddie did Harlem Nights. So 82 to 89, Eddie Murphy had the belt.
Easy.
But in 89, Denzel got a supporting actor Oscar for Glory. So that was kind of like the little shift right there, 89. Because in 90, Denzel and Wesley did Mo Better Blues. Eddie didn't have anything, right? And in 91, Wesley did New Jack City. 92, Wesley did White Man Can't Jump, and Denzel did Malcolm X. Eddie did Boomerang, but I think Eddie was kind of off the map at that point. So I'm looking at like 1990 to 92 as like the Denzel and Wesley kind of going back and forth for who might have had the crown right there.
When did Wesley do the movie with the white girl?
Which movie?
Jungle Fever.
Oh, I don't remember exactly what year, but that year got drowned out. It wasn't like the hottest movie that year. It wasn't he wasn't the one to go to. But if we're going from there, like 93, Denzel had Pelican Brief in Philadelphia, and I mean, I feel like he was killing the game at that point. Now, this is where people might not agree with me. 94 wasn't a bunch of anything, so Samuel L. was like the only one who did it. But once again, I don't think you get the belt just for doing a supporting role in Pulp Fiction.
I just realized
Yeah.
that Samuel L. is the Snoop Dogg of the movie game.
Go ahead.
It just hit me.
Do tell.
I mean, he'd just be around forever. You know? Like,
Just show
whenever
up
there's
anywhere.
a Grumpy Old Men 4, it'll be featuring Samuel L. Jackson. He'll be in it.
And you know, Samuel L. Jackson I think they say he didn't get his first movie role till he was like 45.
Yeah, he was old as hell.
Like,
So
never stop
I thought
believing.
He was
How
a,
old
he
is
was
he
a
now?
complete like 7,200.
No. Morgan Freeman is 72 billion. Samuel L. is probably about 60 something.
No.
Samuel L. was on crack. You know that? He was on crack for a while.
While he was in Coming to America.
No, he was on crack in real life before all that. He was in School Days. You remember he was like, he
I'm
was
saying
robbing
Coming to
something.
America, he was out.
Oh yeah, Coming to America is when he was robbing niggas.
Samuel L. Jackson, I don't know if you remember, Samuel L. Jackson was actually in Gone with the Wind. So
Well,
he's been doing it for quite some time now.
what was his role in Gone with the Wind? What did he
He
play?
actually played. So like movies was made a little different then. They could do a close up on his like mouth and he would blow because the wind. They needed to do like a
He
manual.
would blow
wind.
for the win. He was the win.
Uncredited role.
Man.
That's crazy, man.
All right, yeah. So I mean, I guess he was the wind in Gone with the Wind, but 95 is where I think Will Smith. We just talked about this when he hopped in with Bad Boys, but then you can't really sleep on the fact that Chris Tucker was happening at the same time.
With Rush Hours.
Rush Hour and Friday and stuff. So all of these years that we saying Will had the belt, it was going back and forth between Will and Chris Tucker.
You can't give it to Chris Tucker. He's only in one movie.
Rush Hour. No, Money Talks was like one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
that was a good. Okay, so he had what?
Friday?
Five movies.
5 movies, yeah. But
No.
they were 5 huge movies.
Rush Hour was huge, but it's just because he had the little dude you did the thing in Waco with in there.
Jackie
why.
Chan. So 96 Will, we just said Independence. 97 Will, Men in Black. 98 Denzel did He Got Game. Wesley did Blade, and Will did Enemy of the State. They was all there. But I'm for the argument that Will Smith still had the crown. Will Smith was the only one who did anything cool in 99. Denzel did Remember the Titans in 2000, so he's sticking around. But I think I'm agreeing with Dre that Will pretty much had the belt all the way through there, and if you keep running it, 01 he did Ali, 02 Men in Black 2, 03 Bad Boys 2. Now 04 I think he lost the crown.
Two
Jamie Foxx.
for Ray.
Jamie Foxx did
Collateral?
Ray and Collateral
Yeah.
in
was a good
04. I think Jamie Foxx took the
For that year?
took the crown. And then he did Jarhead the next year,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
which was bigger than Will doing Hitch. Terrence Howard needs some love for doing Hustle and Flow in 05,
Definitely.
but
What's going on with Iron Man? What's going on with Hustle and Flow, man?
That's when them boys was beefing, huh? In 05. So 06, Jamie did Miami Vice and Dreamgirls. So Jamie might have had the belt from 04 to 06.
You know, the thing I think you're leaving out is that Will, when did Fresh Prince of Bel-Air air? When did it first air?
Oh man, that I don't know. It had to be before all of these movies. It had to be like 91.
Okay.
Yeah, Fresh Prince was before he got into the movie game.
Gotcha.
Huge. But then he bounced back 07, I Am Legend, 08, Hancock. I'm willing to say that Will held the belt for 07 and 08. 09 through 11 were trash. So there weren't any good movies. I mean, I couldn't find any good movies. Feel free to disagree with me out there if y'all listening and tell me that they
Pootie
wasn't.
Tang,
Pootie Tang.
That wasn't around that time, bro.
Undercover Brother. What about Eddie Griffin? He had the title.
See, I and I'm here for this discussion. Let me finish the list, then I'm here for this discussion. In 2012, Jamie did
Black and
Django,
Blue.
and Will did Men in Black 3. I think Jamie might have had it because in 13 he did White House Down. 14 and 15, which is very recently, I think Kevin Hart had the belt for Ride Along, Get Hard, Wedding Singer. Wedding Ringer. I think Kevin Hart was kind of the black actor to go to before he got too stupid. 2016, I think it was Mahershala, because he did the Free State of Jones, he did Hidden Figures, and he did Moonlight, and he won an Oscar. I think Mahershala was like 2 years ago. That's the black actor.
Okay.
I just think it is. And then
What is his name? Mahalia David. What is his name?
It's Mahalia Jackson's son, boy. God damn, Roger. You don't listen?
Mahershala, he always look like he got candy in his mouth. He
It's
was
his
in
son.
Kicks and he was in everything.
It's Mahalia Jackson's
man.
son.
Stop it. Don't play Mahershala, man. And
Mahershala.
17, 18, I would say that there's the changing in the guard from Mahershala, and I'm all about saying this, and I've said it a lot of times, that Michael B. Jordan is currently he don't have it yet, but he's going to get the crown. It's like wrestling.
I don't see it.
It's like wrestling.
I
They
don't
write
see
this
it.
out. They write the storyline out. The storyline is Michael B. Jordan is going to get the
I
belt
don't see it.
at SummerSlam.
I don't see it.
By SummerSlam, Michael B. Jordan's gonna have the belt.
No, it's gonna be the dude I'll
You
get
want
out.
him to be the champ so bad.
Oh, did you just call
He
me a
not
dick?
the champ.
He called me to be a. Is he calling me a dick, right?
That's what he said.
He
I
not
agree.
the champ.
So who's the
Not
champ?
even
then?
close.
Who the champ right now?
Will still got it before he get it.
Will?
Exactly, my brother.
Okay, cause so did you watch? Let me just ask you a real question, because this podcast is gonna be great when we actually start talking movies, and we're gonna have a lot more informed opinions. I'm assuming. You think Bright, the role that Will Smith did in Bright, was better than what Michael B. Jordan did in Black Panther? And I'm not talking recency bias. I'm talking like Andre 3000. You only good as your last CD. What Will Smith did in Bright, was it better than what Michael B. Jordan did in Black Panther? And I'm asking you this, C.I. What's up?
No.
Okay, then. The champ is not
Hey,
here.
Mike Tyson still lost, but he's still the champ. Everybody still
Oh.
call Mike Tyson
Cowboy
champ.
fan. Oh, this all makes sense.
Cowboy
Los, tell him. Los, tell him why it
He's a
makes sense.
Cowboy fan.
He a Cowboy
All right.
fan.
I rock with you. I thought. Yeah.
America's
Hey, you
team.
lose some.
They
You
America's
gotta lose some,
team.
though.
Hey,
Yeah, the
You gotta lose
triplets.
some.
Michael
I
Irvin,
will
Troy
say,
Aikman's
I'm
the
not
best.
with the. I'm actually down. I think that you missed some movies. I'm actually down on the whole Will Smith had the title thing. I think Will Smith for a while was more like quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned Hancock and Who Cares. You mentioned Hitch and like Who Cares.
Hitch
like
was a
just
good
like
movie.
Nah, Hancock
just
was
like
a good
winter
movie.
blockbuster movies. No, I enjoy all of the Will Smith movies. I enjoy them all but only because they're Will Smith. If it was Mahalia Jackson or whatever that guy's name is, then I would I wouldn't have watched the movies.
That's Muhammad Ali's son,
Hancock.
Mahershala Ali. Okay,
Mahershala
right.
Ali. Okay.
Mahershala Ali.
So I'm running back to my wrestling analogy, okay? Because I like that analogy, and we're talking about the belt. Sometimes you're gonna have a champion that's like Hulk Hogan, who's all about just the glitz and the glamour, and they just do a bunch, and they're the face of the organization. That's your Will Smiths. That's your Eddie Murphys. Yeah, I think it is. That's your Kevin Hart though. But then you have those technical. You got those technical Bret Hart wrestlers who win the championship, and I think that's your Denzel Washingtons and your Mahershala Ali, who are like great actors who win Oscars and shit like that. That's Will Smith ain't nominated.
He don't have an Oscar. He didn't get an Oscar for Hitch and
for what?
Right.
For what?
Hell no.
He didn't get one for Hitch. Roger. He didn't get one for
He might have a BET award.
He might have a BET award.
Maybe.
Choice Award.
But only for Bad Boys.
No, for real though, he didn't get one from Hancock.
No, wait. He got a raspberry. You ever heard of the raspberries or something like
He
that?
got a hoodie.
Boy got a Rotten Tomato.
A hoodie.
Oh my God.
Nah. So I'm not with the whole Will Smith. If you go back, if we talk in television, then you talk about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a conversation. But the movies,
include
they're enjoyable only because I liked him from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But outside of Bad Boys, Will Smith was just
Independence
the black
Day,
person
pretty,
we like.
He was
good.
Will,
let me tell you who Will Smith was.
Funny in Men in Black. Will Smith was very funny in Men in Black.
Men in Black is one of my favorite movies.
Pursuit of Happiness
because it's
was
Will
funny.
Smith because I like Will
Good
Smith
with his son.
I think Will Smith has what I think Will Smith has is charisma. And so let me tell you who I think Will Smith is. Like, is there you stupid? If there's anything that's like anybody comparable to Will Smith at this point right now, I think is The Rock. Because like he's not the best actor in the world, but he's just got so much charisma that we like him because he's The Rock.
No, The Rock got 2 Oscars.
That's Will Smith to me.
and a WCW belt.
He got more belts than anybody. The Rock got all the belts, man.
True.
So you talk about who got the title. You know what I'm saying?
The people's champ.
I don't like
Right?
the fact that this
Don't bring
dude
me-
called me a dick rider of Michael B. Jordan.
I like
like
I like him.
you don't like him.
Dog, when I heard that last week, bro, I wanted to throw up, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna have
come
to
to
look.
Denver,
So I'm in the
tripping
same
you
room.
over shit.
I'm in the same room as Mile High. And I'm gonna just let you know that I disagree with him because I definitely want to see Michael B. Jordan in better roles.
Get
and
the belt.
Definitely want to see him get the belt.
He looked at me like that.
And I already recognize his greatness. I think Michael B. Jordan is great.
Oh, honestly, he's a great.
I like
he's a good
Michael
actor.
Jordan ever since Fruitvale Station.
What was that movie he was in? Oh, it's too loud. What was that movie he was in about the train station?
Fruitvale Station.
That's what he
Fruitvale
just
Station.
said.
They're taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
No,
that was Denzel.
No, that's Denzel. That's the Pelham 1, 2, 3. No, he was in the
Money Train.
No,
that was Wesley. That was Wesley.
no, whatever.
Throw Mama from the
Michael
train.
B.
No, whatever
Michael
movie
B.
Michael
got
B.
the
Jordan was in,
hardcore
He was in
build
a
right
train
now.
movie?
He
Some
working his
station
way up.
thing, whatever.
It's the
He
Me
ain't
Too
there
era.
yet.
I forgot the name of it. Anyway,
Okay, hold up. He's trying to say that what you said, Mile High?
He got the hardcore belt, man. He ain't even that Intercontinental Champion yet, man. You talking WWE style. He not even that. He the hardcore champ.
So what
he
he got to
on
do
the
to
way,
get the belt?
but he ain't got it yet.
What he got to do to get the belt?
Man, I mean, he on the way, man. He gonna
Do
be
you
the
think
champ.
it's still Will? So you think Will is like I'm sorry, Mahershala Ali.
No,
is
I was just
better than
throwing Will out
What?
there, but it's. I
Like
feel like it's
currently,
more black
Mahershala.
actors that's better than Michael B.
But
right
black
now.
actors.
Not Africans, though.
Yeah.
We're not doing.
I mean, just
sorry,
saying.
Baba
Just saying.
Films.
I feel like it's
You
better
feel
black
me?
actors. Y'all was talking about black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's better black actors than Michael B. right now.
Like who?
Not the champ.
Now, I mean, if we had this list for white people, it would have been Tom Hanks since '82 to now, because that's the best actor of all time ever. And
No, it's
I'm here
not.
for that conversation.
No, he's
It's
not.
not even
Whatever y'all
close.
want to have.
No,
it,
he's
dog.
not. Not even a
Not
little
even
bit.
close.
No, Tom Hanks is
Hell no.
outstanding.
No. What's that dude that's from?
Outstanding.
What's that guy?
I mean, it
from
might have been some
Houston?
years with Russell Crowe and some other people.
Like,
Brad Pitt.
I'll put it to you like this.
and Leo might have been good. Tom Hanks is outstanding.
No, look, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if there's anybody that Los that you are fixing your mouth to say, and if you get a little segment where you get to say somebody else, like some other white man that was better than Tom Hanks in your opinion, we'll just edit it out because it makes no sense.
Because it makes no sense. Roger with
Tom
me.
Hanks is the GOAT.
No.
Tom
I love
Hanks
it.
would be if Tom Hanks's actor skills could translate to the basketball court, he would beat Michael Jordan in a game of 1-on-1 10-0.
Yeah,
I don't know
he'd be
about that,
LeVar
man.
Ball.
That's
He'd be
not-
Michael Jordan in
Never
a game
lost.
of 1-on-1.
Never lost.
LeVar the GOAT, boy.
Nah, Riff
Hey,
Raff.
look, you see Mile High C.I. over there being mile high and high as hell, and he over there thinking, oh man,
I
it's
think
probably
it's Riff
James
Raff.
Franco.
No,
Looking at-
Riff Raff. I
Nah,
think Riff
hey
Raff
man, hey, you
over
talk
there
about
acting
LeVar, man. I got a picture of my boy LeVar up here, man.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that he the man.
Okay, so we do agree with him on something.
We will take that with you.
Right.
But
Hey,
Tom Hanks is
man.
great.
If you don't like LeVar Ball, you a hater.
By
Straight
we,
up.
you mean y'all two, or y'all three, because you know how I feel about LeVar.
Nah, you a
Hey,
hater
man.
if you don't fuck with bro.
This is gonna
Straight
be real
up.
cool, and we're gonna definitely talk about it at the end of the podcast. But this new podcast that we're gonna start, this Black Busted video, gonna help me fill in a lot of these blanks because there was a time period. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, from like 2000 to like 08 that I didn't watch like any black movies. So I didn't watch Barbershop. I didn't watch.
I watched all that.
I didn't watch. I wasn't for it. I watched them later in life
Oh.
because I just felt like it was. I felt like every movie had Morris Chestnut and Shamar Moore and
Brothers.
and
Best Man.
Omar Epps and maybe one other nigga, Tay Diggs. That's
That's all we can get approved.
Tay Diggs.
And they would and them niggas would they run train and just keep switching up on Sanaa Lathan
Yeah.
and all the same little black chicks who
Nia-
look all
Nia
the same.
Long.
Nia Long.
And what to go the dark chick with the eyes?
I don't know. You know these people.
Yeah.
And they was just circle jerking.
Yeah.
They was just switching one after the other, and it'd be this one with this one and this one and that one. I was like, I'm watching the same. And I remember what it was. It was Love and Basketball and Brown Sugar came out, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's the same fucking movie.
Yep.
With two, it's like okay, podcast in love.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just gonna make another. Like I was like, this is ridiculous.
But you
So,
gotta support your black people though, bro.
at the time, I wasn't really. I
You
mean, I
wouldn't
went to
vote?
a black school, so I was
You wouldn't-
I was
no.
supporting them, but with tuition.
You didn't go to a black school.
There you go. All right, man. Let's get to
You're
what
not
we're
from
talking about.
Louisiana, so you know what I'm saying? We agree to disagree.
Let's get to what we were saying we're gonna get to, man. Bruno Mars, man. And obviously you heard the chick at the beginning. What's her
Facts.
name, Raj? Serene Sensei.
Serene's Sensei.
Facts.
This podcast is
Bruno
brought to
Mars'
you by
karate teacher.
This podcast is brought to you by Brittany Emanuel.
Facts.
Because she sells Sensei out of and it make your house smell real good. So
Facts.
buy you some Sensei products.
Facts.
They have a podcast obviously called The Grapevine. And it looks pretty. The production looks pretty good.
The camera was nice.
The camera work was nice. I saw they had a boom mic in the back. Somebody was holding up a big mic over the top of them. And it looked like about 30 people in that room.
It was hot in there.
We'll talk about that podcast quality in a second. But so let's just dissect what she said. I'm going to play some of her greatest hits from her 2-minute rant, and we'll discuss. So the first one.
I hate this guy. The reason why I fucking hate Bruno Mars is because, like, yes, Bruno Mars 100% is a cultural appropriator. He is racially ambiguous. He is not black at all, and he plays up his racial ambiguity to be able to do what Jameer says, cross genres and go into.
She said, I really fucking hate this guy. She said, I really fucking hate this guy.
What's that translating to?
God.
Rod Smooth. What's that translating to?
She says he. Go ahead. What is it?
Let me tell you what it translates to. So, in the wise words of Serene Sensei, me personally.
Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that.
That's all I had to say about that. I just think when it's funny. I just think it's funny whenever black girls start their sentence off with me personally. You see, me personally.
Number one, me personally,
Like as if-
I don't even think that.
You have to
we
say
talking
that
about-
because
we
you're
talking about you
already
publicly.
personally speaking.
She said he plays up his racial ambiguity to cross genres and go in different places. We talked about this on the podcast before about somebody being racially ambiguous and how that's like a cool thing. Like when you're like, oh, we don't know if you're black or what. We've talked about that as being like a positive attribute. She said that he plays that up to cross genres and play into different things, and she said that's why she fucking hates this.
My question, no, we already established she got hurt by Polynesian sauce, so we know the reason why she really mad. Like, come on now, he probably got her pregnant and left or something like that. But the thing, I don't know why you fucking hate Bruno Mars though. It's not that bad of a guy.
He's not. He's a pretty decent dude.
And I don't see
He's
him
not
trying to
Odell
be
Beckham.
overly be black. I never seen him with a grim in his mouth and talking about you heard me nowhere.
So you had a grandmother who wasn't a slave, Roger, right?
As did you.
Yeah, but my grandmother.
Your grandmother is more light skinned than my grandmother.
She is, and I guess that's gonna
mean she wasn't a slave.
Well, that's gonna point to what I'm saying. My grandmother was very.
They didn't have light skinned slaves.
And if she was
definitely had light skinned slaves.
And if she was around during slavery times, I'm assured, or even not even in the slavery times, maybe even in Jim Crow era, if people could play up their racial ambiguity.
It was your grandma?
Like, I'm like, nigga, you missing the point. The point I'm saying is if somebody had racial ambiguity and it was more of their benefit to not be black, they would not be black. You know, many people like the whole town of Grand Mary, Louisiana, is people who choose not to be black who are really black.
No, that Grand Mary.
Yeah, right. So if you could play up that I'm not really black, I'm kind of like I'm kind of Tiger Woods. Mm-hmm. There's a history of even black people doing it. So why would you be mad at Bruno Mars for playing up his racial ambiguity?
I don't even see him doing that though. You think he is?
I don't either. I don't ever hear Bruno Mars talking about if he's black or if he's white or if he's this. He just do his thing. He just sing. Yeah. He got the sauce right now, and I just think that
let that boy cook.
You know, honestly though, I think it's funny because whatever she was trying to do, and even if she wasn't trying to do it, it happened for her. Because she got her 15 minutes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We out here talking. We spending this valuable time on a podcast talking about it.
Making sense.
And she got it. She got her 2 minutes and looked like a complete idiot. And,
don't matter. They got sponsors though.
Got what she needed to get. Like, there's people that agree with her. And that's funny. But I'd venture to say that most people disagree with her.
Talking about his race, because you guys kind of mentioned that before. He was actually born in Honolulu, much like the president, to a half Puerto Rican. Like, his dad was a half Puerto Rican and half Anshikaza Jewish. Now, I got questions about that in a second, but we'll talk about that. So, his dad was half Puerto Rican, half Jewish, and his mom was Filipino. So, he's no black. He's not black at all. He's definitely biracial, and he's definitely a minority. But he's definitely not black.
He sound like sushi.
Why is Jewish is a race, though? I thought it was a religion.
You beat me.
You could be from Jerusalem. If you're from Jerusalem, you're Jewish. What is it? Are you Jerusian? No. Are you? What are you? Jewish. Are you a Jeru? No, you're a Jew. So if you're from Jerusalem,
so that mean he black, right?
That mean no. Jeru.
If you was a rapper and you was from Jerusalem, what would you call yourself, Raj?
Jew?
Ja Rule. Ja Rule, short for Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
That's where that man from. Hey, but I don't know that Jewish, like, that's interesting to me that Jewish is kind of a race and a religion.
He just
I mean, yeah, I guess it might have something to do with
Jerusalem.
Or whatever. So anyway, to answer that question, not black. Next thing, let's play another clip from the Sensei.
And you guys are
with the
bringing up
Sensei.
Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age will be able to get to the point that he got to previously.
Facts.
And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black face.
Absolutely.
And you have, so I'm talking, so you can, because I'm talking right now. And in a lot of different ways, and in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now where hip hop recently surpassed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States. Black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV.
Oh, MTV.
We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael
So she
Jackson.
said people would prefer their black music from a non-black face.
That's the dumbest shot I heard in a long time.
Is it though?
I don't want to hear a white boy spit all Lil Wayne
She's
lyrics.
not saying that.
But that's funny. You're just one person.
Yeah. She's not saying that.
You're just one person. Because you know who's like the hottest. No. You know the hottest rapper in the game is right now?
Who?
Post Malone. Post Malone dropped any single, it's number one on Apple Music every single time.
No.
I've been to a Post Malone show, dog. There's nothing but white people. And I was in Vegas, and Bruno Mars was in Vegas, and nothing but white people were leaving Bruno Mars show. So I don't like the people that spending money on Bruno Mars are white. So shut up.
Well,
I'll also
might have
say
a
this:
point,
the
though.
people that's
He might
going
have
to
a point.
concerts are white too.
He might have a point,
and
though.
I think all white people just go to concerts. Like, that's
Raj,
where
I
you
think
get your
that
money.
Raj, I think that me and you are having a different conversation than Ci and Losar. I think the conversation is that these people are out. White. What do white people do that we don't? They buy streaming stuff and they go to concerts and they buy posters and they buy albums.
Yes.
So yes, they would rather see a face that isn't a black face doing music that they could go to the concert, and that's winning for them. They're making more money than
Okay.
So that's kind of like I guess what Roger's saying.
But it's just like
we might not rather.
No,
see
I
that.
get that. But it's just like a
She
21
said
Savage
black
concert.
people
It be
No, she didn't say black people.
want their music from somebody that's not black.
I don't think that's what she
but
said.
white
Look,
people support
Did she?
Bruno Mars.
She said black people.
Is that
She
not
said
right
we
or wrong?
would-
Did
we
she
would rather
say
hear
bla-
black
did she
music.
say
No,
black
she said.
people?
I think she said that the people, like the masses,
I
like
think that's what you want.
white folk. No, I mean y'all can listen to it. And I'm usually pretty. I listened to this a few times. That they would prefer to get their black music from a non-black face, like that
Right,
white
okay,
folks won't.
okay.
And that's her point was that Michael Jackson nowadays wouldn't have got to the heights that he got to. And I'm quoting her exact like she basically said that Michael Jackson wouldn't be where he is because if Michael Jackson was here nowadays, they would be like, nah, I don't want to see that. I'd rather
So,
see a
and-
white
and
boy doing
As
what
to
Michael Jackson
say, as to say that Michael Jackson had a black face.
does.
Because the Michael Jackson that I know and love, I didn't know
Definitely
Michael
a white
Jackson, all that shit. You know, I didn't know Michael Jackson with the fro. I knew Michael Jackson, the weird looking dude. So, and he didn't have a black
knew-
face. He had a
You
white
knew wine
face.
and Pepsi,
So,
Michael Jackson.
Well, I got a
I don't even know
light-skinned
why she
friend
said that.
look like Michael Jackson, and a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Just to be said. And I don't know, how true do y'all think her little quote was that she said, hip hop recently passed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States? Do y'all think that
like,
that's
I don't
might
think
be
that
true.
I don't think that she actually researched that. Maybe she did, but I think that that's
No, she
definitely
didn't.
true.
I think it's true as well,
But she didn't
but I
research
don't think she looked that up anyway.
I'm pretty sure she didn't look it up. She was just talking at that point.
No, it's just obvious, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
But
obvious. You look,
The point
like,
is,
just
she
look
said
on
rock
Apple
and roll.
Music. We all
like
got
since
streaming
when
services.
and since when has rock and roll been anything? Since when have people been listening to rock and roll?
Since,
Like, what is rock and roll? Like, there's no such thing as rock and roll genre anymore. Rock and roll.
The rock and roll Grammy goes to.
No, they don't do that. They don't have rock and roll. Nigga, nobody rolls anymore. Come on. You might have a rock. Like, it's still rock. I still hear rock and stuff, but I don't know about no roll.
Yeah,
Hey,
rock
Lil-
music.
Lil-
Yeah, absolutely. I heard
Lil
rock
Richard
music,
ain't on
alternative
the- ain't
light
out there
rock.
no more.
But they don't roll
Little
around?
Richard.
Nah, we don't twist and shout no more. Come on.
Little Richard. That motherfucker said chubby checker. That's
Right?
rock and roll. Yeah,
Nah, we don't listen to that no more.
It has recently, ever since Chubby Checker is no longer, rap has recently passed rock.
Records.
I have looked it up
From
in
Cadillac Records.
in my research. I have noticed that rock and roll, ever since the Five Heartbeats beat out.
No, like she literally went to Google and typed rock and roll, rock ROCKN ROLL versus rap or hip hop. Come on, did you really do that?
No, in serious say we can't find anything on that.
Yeah,
No, nobody know rock and roll.
rock
Go
and
ahead.
roll, man. Anyway, so let's play her last clip, which is when she brought it on
Bruno
home.
Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does is he takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it. He does not improve upon it. He does not make it better. He's a karaoke singer. He's a wedding singer. He's the person you hire to do Michael Jackson and Prince covers. Yet Bruno Mars has an Album of the Year Grammy and Prince never won an Album of the Year Grammy. So how you gonna say?
Wow.
So how you gonna say people that are originators in the funk genre, that are originators in the R&B, the New Jack Swing? Bobby Brown and New Edition don't have no Album of the Year Grammy. Bruno Mars got that Grammy because white people love him because he's not black, period. The issue
Facts.
is we want our black culture from non-black
She
artists.
basically said, not even basically, verbatim, that Bruno Mars takes original art and word for word recreates it. He's not like Prince or Michael Jackson or Bobby Brown or even New Edition. Okay, so I don't know. Plagiarism's a thing, right? I don't think I've never heard a Bruno Mars song that
You cannot go word for word on anything nowadays. You cannot go and blow up like he does. You know how much money he be sued for? There's no way he can go word for word.
I think what she said is, you know how you like, I'm literally about to, I literally can eat a horse right now. Well, you can't literally eat a horse. No one has that type of appetite. So the things that she was saying was overblown. You know, like he doesn't do it word for word. Like, why are you saying it like that? You know, like, why are you saying that he says it word for word? Because that's not true. Yeah. He doesn't do that. But I can see if he borrows or if he has some essences of somebody else's sound, cool, whatever. But here's the thing. Here's my big picture about it. Because she obviously has some gripes about Bruno Mars and the things that he do, the things that he does. Just listen to somebody else.
Fucking right.
Oh my God, Roger. That's smart.
Just listen to somebody else. So like if you don't like Bruno Mars,
ever. You're right.
Yeah, like we could have shut it down right there. It's kind of like how you write a paper. It's like they ask you to write a paper about the Civil War, and you can literally write the Civil War was a fight between the North and the South. Paper done. But you need the substance. Well, this podcast could have been over because what could have been said about this sensei is just listen to somebody else.
I definitely agree with it, but I think she brings up thought-provoking points though. Like, and I think that's what makes it something that people want to talk about a little bit. The first Bruno Mars song I did hear was that was it 24 Karat Magic? Whatever the song that was the same song as Trinidad James though. Nigga, and you remember?
Yeah.
And he made that song.
He made it again.
It wasn't gold all of my, but it was the same exact beat. Don't believe
Silver
me, just
all
watch.
in my teeth.
Don't believe me, just watch. You don't remember that one?
Oh, that don't sound like Trinidad James.
That's the same. Like if you listen to it, I want you to listen to it back to back.
It is the same song.
It's the same exact song, man.
So I wouldn't know. I don't listen to that. I wouldn't know.
So that one, that's why I thought they were going with it. But I'm like, I don't remember Bruno Mars doing all this. The bitch was over there saying that he's a wedding singer and all kind of stuff.
She got a line for that though.
I don't know. And she said white people love him because he's not black. Period.
That's not
rather. That's not true either. I will.
That's why
say
Roger
that
like white girls. She likes them because they're not black. Period.
That's the whole. And C.I. Mile High.
Facts.
His name C.I.
That's
and him. He just don't like black
people.
people.
I haven't made my decision yet. So, I don't know how many times I have to reiterate that.
Anyway,
sisters, these boys don't love y'all sisters.
So if you think
your boys irk me.
If y'all think that about him, I wonder what she thinks about Drake and Jay-Z plagiarizing all of Biggie's lyrics. Or Drake singing, or like getting over like the.
That's what I wanted to say. I much rather the song "Candy on Chrome" than "Let's Get It On." I just be honest with you. So,
all right,
it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, "Let's Get It On" does work, but I like "Candy on Chrome" as well. It does work. I mean, you gotta be mad at anybody who don't write their own music. Like, come on, man, relax, little black boy.
And look, let me just tell you this. So one big thing, and it's obviously a big quote in today's world, and probably even yesterday's world, is facts. No, is perception is reality. So until this chick made everybody go and Google if Bruno Mars has any black in him, we all perceive that he did because he sounds like a black person, he looks like a black person. He is a black person to me. Like, I don't care what you say if he's black or not. I don't care if he has black in him. He looks like a black person.
Race is a social construct. So there you go, man.
I heard Eddie Griffin. I brought Eddie Griffin up, and he said, "Isn't it funny that
what year Eddie Griffin had the crown? Go ahead.
With black and blue.
It was like 06, 05.
Go ahead.
So he said, this was in our quote. He said, "Isn't it funny that two black people can get together and make a white baby, and it's called an albino, right?" Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But he said two white people ain't never got together and made a nigga I know. So, you get what I'm saying?
No, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to say about it. She said the two other points that I would say is just this. The meter she kept using was that Prince never won a Grammy, Bobby Brown never won a Grammy. New Edition never won a Grammy. Michael Jackson never won a Grammy. Why do black
Michael
people
Jackson
care?
definitely won a Grammy, no?
But why do black? Oh, he had to hustle. He had to do a big push for it. But why do
goodness.
black
Need to work
people
hard.
have to worry about? And I hate to say it like this: the white man's award like that. Like, why do you need that validation? That huge circle jerk, which is the Grammys, of people just being like, "Oh, you made good music this year. Now you made this music this year, and we're gonna keep voting for each other." Like, why do you give a fuck?
Because at the end of the day, black people feel like they need validation from the white man.
Absolutely, I needed that woman to not mess with that screen.
And you feel some kind of shit still fucking with you.
You're right.
Because she didn't realize how much hard work you done put in forever. You got 2 degrees. You teach other teachers, and you be killing it. She don't know that about you.
Shit, she don't know me. Bitch don't know me.
And she was like,
"Facts.
Get your black janitor ass out
Facts.
and get off the screen, nigga."
So I guess that we're not gonna say. I guess we're not gonna say that Bruno Mars is doing the whole cultural appropriate thing. Cultural appropriation. I'm sorry. The definition is the act of taking or using things from a culture that is not your own, especially without showing that you understand or respect this culture. He respects it. Yeah. Bruno respects black people. He does a whole bunch of other stuff.
You know what I think? You know what I think Sensei should do? This might bring a little controversy. I hope she hears it. I think she should shut up and dribble. So,
and if you can't dribble, shut up and gargle.
Shut up, bitch. Giggle.
Shut up, bitch.
She do need to shut up. She just seemed like she was excited to have a crowd.
That is
You know,
exactly what it was.
She was
Okay, let's
excited
talk
to
about
have
that.
a crowd.
Because she used, you know why? Because she used the word ambiguous, and she luckily got it right.
Yeah, she thought about it for
She's
5
smart.
days.
That's a smart bitch.
Like,
Yeah, she
Come on.
Cool. All right, cool. Well, she
She
still
seem
need
like-
to shut up and
She
the
just
giggle.
speak well. You said.
Yeah.
It don't make you smart.
Let's talk about that podcast for a second. It went viral, so we can't hate. That shit look ass though. How many? It's so many people in that room.
It was
We need video.
they
We
just
look
get-
better than them.
Yeah, they just get together and just
Them hoes look broke.
everybody just come in and just start talking and shit.
But she's smart and broke. Ain't that crazy?
Smart ass broke bitch. I mean, she alright, but I mean, come on, man. I was looking around and brother cats was holding their hand up
She's
like,
like,
"Can I
"Oh,
talk next? Can I?"
Raising
can I?
their hand.
And she was like, boo boo, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then
I wanna
so they had
start-
that was a fat chick holding the camera. Took she was
Yeah.
like facts. Facts. That bitch is big.
Mouth full of food.
Yeah. Respution. We just hate because them hoes went viral though. Miss Lit.
Speaking of women, Raj had a good point about women earlier today. March Madness is upon us. And they made the March Madness brackets women friendly. Raj, what did you see about that earlier this week?
Okay, yeah, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I got an email from, I believe it was Yahoo. It may have been CBS. I don't know. Shout out to all the networks. And it said, hey, don't forget to fill out your, tournament bracket with a chance to win 100 fillion. 100F is actually what it said. So,
Literally.
That's the abbreviation. Literally. That's the abbreviation for fillion. So it said, for a chance to win 100F, and, if try out our new autofill option.
What?
So, let me just say, okay, so like I usually just fill out a bracket. I don't know a lot about college basketball, to be honest. But I'd still be mad if some chick somewhere just used the autofill option and happened to win. Because whoever won our favorite conference, you know our favorent conference is.
The OCC.
The OCC is our favorite conference. You know what that is, Maha?
no.
You never heard of the OCC conference?
No.
They have
So there's
great
the
teams,
SEC,
like
there's
ACC.
the ACC,
the Pac-12.
the OCC.
The OCC.
Got some good teams though.
So
Tell
Western Governors is in the OCC.
DeVry,
DeVry's in the OCC.
University
Obviously,
of Phoenix.
University of Phoenix has won the title for the OCC.
Suno.
No. Lamar.
I don't
mean,
know
they do
how
have a-
many years straight.
Blue Cliff College,
Yeah.
Remington,
Remington's in the
Yeah.
OCC. Yeah. So.
ITT Tech.
Definitely. I heard they won 2 years.
You know what
in
the
a row.
OCC conference is now?
I understand.
What is it? What it stands for?
I need you to.
He gonna break
Tim,
down the acronym. Break down
So
the acronym.
the OCC.
There you go,
see
Ron.
Online community college.
what is it?
The online
No, it's the online campus.
Oh,
Campus
online
conference.
online campus conference.
So
where
if-
you can
so
you
if
can
some
go pick
chick-
up your degree.
If some
Wow, you
chick
emailed
decided to do her autofill and wound up having DeVry in the Final Four, nobody else had DeVry in there, I'll be upset.
It happen.
But it would happen with the autofill bracket. It just probably got nothing but the madness happening on it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what really be happening.
I just don't pick 16s to beat ones. That's like my only thing. I just pick anything else. I could pick a little upset, and I go. I mean, honestly, the real thing I do to fill out the brackets is I go online and I say which schools will have an upset, and I read like 10 articles, and then I'll put them all together and see which one got the most votes.
Nerd shit.
Like who got the most votes for teams that's probably gonna make an upset, and then I'll pick those 4 or 5 upsets.
Nah.
And then
Well, I got Texas Southern going to the Final Four.
Never
this year.
happened.
What?
You've never won 100F off of.
I've never won 100F, but 2 years ago, and a lot of people could vouch for this. I had a perfect bracket through the first 2 days.
No.
Yeah,
That's
You lying.
nothing.
I don't remember that.
I was one of the 100, not even 100, less than 100 people that was like on ESPN. That was like X amount of people have a perfect bracket. I thought I was gonna win $1 million.
I know. I remember because somebody had lost that one supposed to lose.
You remember?
I was with
You
you.
remember?
We
It
was
was St. Patrick's Day.
We was together.
You
I
was with
remember
me.
You was jumping up
Was
and
it
down.
Florida Gulf of Mexico?
Man.
Who was it? It was.
That you had.
It was Florida golf course. Florida Persian Gulf. That's what.
Florida Golf Course. That's golden. That's golden.
So speaking of brackets, man, new podcast coming out real soon. Blackbuster video brought to you by Best Friend Weekend.
Feel like them brackets, man.
We have brackets online right now. If you listen to this podcast, man, it's just crazy. They're already up on bestfriendweekend.biz. They're on the site. If you click the link at the top, we have brackets of the top 64 black movies of the last 40 years or so. And we're counting down. We're letting the crowdsourcing to get votes. We're going to keep each round up for 5 days. We're going to vote
talk
on
about
it.
them.
We're going to talk about whoever wins the podcast. And we're going to use that. Whoever wins the bracket, we're going to use that to launch the new podcast.
Mind you, the winner of the podcast wins a certain amount of Fs. Yeah. That's all I wanted to say.
If you pick a perfect bracket, like go fill out your bracket. I mean, I showed it to some people at work today. They was tripping out. They was like, man, I'm sending this to my cousin. I'm sending this to my sister. I mean, it's got great questions like, what's a better movie? Hidden Figures or Higher Learning? I mean, like, what is
high?
What is learning? What is learning? Like,
what is higher learning?
They got a lot of great matchups here. Was it Hidden Figures and Higher Learning? Maybe I'm tripping on that one, but I'm gonna pull it up right now. No, it was Hidden Figures or the 5 Heartbeats. Now that's a hell of a matchup in the first round. You know what I mean? Menace to Society versus Dead Presidents.
I haven't seen the bracket.
Wow, yeah.
Bracket.
You got to check this bracket out.
Roger, that's your real friend.
Do the Right Thing or Poetic Justice. Lean on Me or Brown Sugar.
Lean on me all day.
I mean, we going through it. I'm gonna run it. Just throw the first thing out your mouth. Get Out versus Rosewood.
Get Out.
Brown Sugar. Lean on Me.
Lean on me.
New Jack City.
Seal the doors.
Sam's.
Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack. Don't kill yourself.
New Jack City and Dream Girls. We got that one.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
Nino Brown, huh? Do the Right Thing in Poetic Justice.
New Jack City. Easy.
Set Poetic It Off.
Because I don't like New Jack City. I mean,
Set It Off.
Whatever the one you was.
You ain't
Set
like
It
New
Off
Jack City,
and Above the Rim. I'm not
New
gonna let
Jack
y'all run through all of them. Roger said if we run, you just gotta say your first one that comes to mind. New Jack City.
Above the Rim.
Yeah. Above the Rim or Set It Off.
Above the Rim.
Hustle and Flow, Love and Basketball.
Hustle and Flow.
Love and Basketball.
What? What you talk? What are you
CI, why wouldn't you say something? CI, you don't have no opinions on these? What are you doing right now? A thin line between love and hate, or what's love got to do with it?
Ooh, what's love got to do with it?
Absolutely.
Hey, I haven't seen the bracket, man. I'm taking it in. I haven't seen the bracket.
The Help versus Love Jones. Purple Rain. Purple Rain against Life.
Life
going to the final.
Yeah, life in the finals.
Life
no,
like,
no, make no money though. Wait till you see.
Let me see what else. Wait till y'all see what else is in the Life bracket though. Life also in this bracket got The Best Man versus Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever.
And you know y'all gonna pick Jungle Fever. Then we got Waiting to Exhale. And they hate me.
I haven't made my decision yet.
Waiting to Exhale and In Too Deep. But guess who's the 4 seed in this bracket? Coming to America against Mo Better Blues.
Coming to America. Final, straight to the final.
Hey, I gotta see this bracket, man.
The Players Club versus School Days. Bad Boys versus Glory. Juice versus Boomerang.
Ooh, Juice.
The Color Purple and Crooklyn.
Juice going to the Final Four, man.
That's what he keeps saying.
What he say?
He keeps
Drew's
saying
going to the
everything. He
Final
didn't
Four.
pick 3 schools to go to Final Four. Three.
Nah, just 2. I got 2 movies going to the Final Four.
What's your
Life
two?
and
What's your
2's
2
going
movies?
to
What's
the
your 2
Final
movies?
Four.
There?
Okay, Cooley High and the Wiz.
Wiz.
We got Why Did I Get Married in Belly?
Belly.
Soul Food in Hotel Rwanda.
Hotel Rwanda, boy.
You just like Africans. Like they like white people. Precious in Higher
Or
Learning.
soul food.
That is Precious. Oh, now you like Precious.
Precious,
Let me
no.
hear you Precious.
No,
You
because
Precious.
Los was in Precious.
Get your
right?
fat, get your fat ass down. Make me feel good.
Remember the Titans and Dead Presidents. Menace to Society and Lady Sings the Blues. I'ma Get You Sucker, Jason's Lyric. Boys in the Hood versus ATL. And then the
I was
last
Remember the Titans, a black movie.
It's really not.
What's in a black movie?
It's really like I had Remember the Titans. I
Oh,
could have
no,
went some
no,
different
no.
places. But we did. You know what? Shut up, CI. Vote for it to take that L
I'm
very
saying
soon. Then vote
The
for it
main
to take
plots
that L.
were around white guys. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it's a good feel good movie. I get it.
Denzel, Bertier. You know what I mean? Come
But
on,
you
man.
talking about
Sunshine?
Tupac and goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
come on
cultural
now.
appropriation.
Hell nah.
House
Remember the
Party
Titans,
versus
Sunshine.
He Got
Hell
Game.
nah.
This Christmas versus Harlem Nights. Black Panther versus How Stella Got a Groove Back. Barbershop versus Baby Boy.
Baby boy.
Oh, Baby Boy, easy.
The Brothers Against Training Day. How is
Training
that a
Day.
black movie? I
That's
don't
not
know.
even- that's not even fair.
Friday and Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
And then The Wood and Drumline. So that's
Friday and Malcolm X. You going with Malcolm X?
What?
I'm going with Friday all day on that one.
Nigga, y'all crazy.
Friday. That's a classic.
I'm the
Friday
only
might be
person
in the
who's
Final
already
Four.
voted.
Yeah, Friday's
so because I'm the
Final
only
Four,
person who knows this up online. Go to bestfriendweekend.biz / Black Movie Bracket, or you can just go directly to the website, click on the link that says Black Movie Bracket, and you can do all of your voting there. And we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna start promoting this on Twitter
Hey,
and a whole bunch of
y'all
other
make sure
things.
y'all send this to Bruno Mars and Sensei.
No, we're gonna need to push this out big. This is gonna be a real big thing. This is gonna be a real big
Nah, I
movement
need
here.
that, man. I'm gonna send that out. I need
Yeah,
it. I'm gonna send that to my
absolutely.
cousin.
Out
and
there,
them.
best
That's gonna be fun. And I'm curious to see where we're going. We're gonna plaster the internet with that, and we plastering the internet with Best Friend Weekend.
Hey,
420
how can you
weekend.
not put Pootie Tang? Let's replace.
So I had a
Tights
vote.
with Pootie Tang.
I put a big vote out there, and basically people said Pootie Tang should not be in the 64.
Where'd you put it at?
I asked a whole bunch of other people.
Over.
don't
Remember
count.
the
I
Titans?
asked 20 other people on the outside which movie should not make it. Pootie
In your
Tang was one of
neighborhood?
them. No, not what ended up
What about
happening
Undercover
was-
Brother?
No. What ended up happening is
I'd have voted for that one.
we had 2 movies that had to
It's
be
got
replaced.
brother in the name.
So you're right about that. Training Day and Remember the Titans got put in. They're both Denzel movies, and they got put in there to replace 2 that weren't actually movies.
What about
Those 2 movies
Yeah.
were The Jackson 5,
Yeah.
which was a TV series, and Roots, which was a
Roots.
TV series.
Yeah.
So that's what we originally had in there, and we had to take them out.
Y'all
because
put it. Y'all should have put Snow on the Bluff for the hood niggas.
hey, why you playing? Snow on
Hey,
the Bluff.
real talk.
Snow on the Bluff will make my Sweet 16 all day.
Hey.
Snow on the
I'll
Bluff
tell
makes
you
Sweet
this. I'll
16.
tell you this.
I don't
never
want
saw
to remake the
Snow Bluff. I never saw
graphics.
it.
I hate y'all. I don't
No,
want
but
to
you
remake
don't
the
have
graphics.
to.
16.
No, it's cool. You don't have to. But the New Edition story should have definitely been on there.
That's
Hey,
not a
Rod
movie.
been talking
TV
about that for-
made for TV, man. That's a TV miniseries.
Soul Plane.
what
I
it
think
is.
Soul Plane should have been on there.
They made me take that one
Soul
off
Plane
too.
should have been on there.
They told me that was crap. Soul Plane proved. Yeah, they made me take
No,
away a
Soul
lot
Plane
of
was
it.
actually good.
Soul Plane should have been on there.
Yeah.
That was all. Hey man, y'all don't blame me.
You can't
Blame
listen
Dick.
to- but
Blame
listen-
Dick Irv, Duff, Dr. Lee, my sisters, my cousins. Blame
Oh,
Graham
God.
Stall. Blame Rumble Williams. That's the people I asked. They told me all of that. A couple other things. Today is 3/14. What do they call it? National Get
Friday.
That Lemon Touchdown Steak and BJ Day, right?
That's today?
That's today. But this shit's sad though. That
What
they
is it
call
called?
this Steak and Blowjob Day. You've never heard of this.
I've heard of it before.
No.
Right.
I thought it was Pi Day. It's 3/14. You're a mathematician.
So a month after Valentine's Day, it's the world-renowned Steak and Blowjob Day, where a woman is supposed to reciprocate the
She's
love
supposed to
shown on Valentine's Day.
Choke on your meat.
I just think it's a ridiculous holiday thing.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous.
So you saying you don't want your steak and blowjob?
I'm just saying Valentine's Day ain't called Buy Me Flowers and Eat My Pussy Day. So
It basically
why
is,
should they
though.
be
Yes, it is.
Basically.
It's basically
That's what they all in agreement. I hate all 3 of y'all. Yeah.
Basically.
Are you pussy on Valentine's Day?
You just a
got
rebellious
vibes,
ass nigga. I see. That's all you are. You just a rebellious ass dude.
That's
Lay
exactly
mine,
what
lay
you
trying
mine
to change-
swinging. Lay mine swinging on 214, boy.
You trying to have steak and BJ on Valentine's Day. It's not about you.
I might make the steak, but yeah, I'm gonna need that BJ on Valentine's Day.
He ain't getting no BJ. Don't let that boy.
Nah,
that
you
boy
gotta-
tongue
you
be
gotta munch on
Hurricane
that
Katrina on Valentine's Day.
Y'all said that Valentine's Day to be changed to buy me flowers and eat my pussy day. That's
Bada bing, bada boom.
that's ridiculous, man. Cue that music for nothing nice to say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Al don't nice.
Shit, look, I ain't writing nothing down this week, but I'm just gonna talk really quickly about this. I mean, I'm normally better prepared for this, but let's just talk about some LinkedIn etiquette. I've heard this a million times. LinkedIn is not a dating site, and I love it. But I love the fact that LinkedIn is kind of like what Facebook used to be. Like when we were in college and we found out about the Facebook, y'all remember that? And it was like, oh, Facebook, it's just for college people. And it was called the Facebook. And we logged into the Facebook and you saw your college friends. It was kind of like college club. You were able to meet a whole bunch of people or whatever. LinkedIn is supposed to be for business people trying to get a job, putting your resume, doing stuff like this. Listen, I want you people out there to go and follow and find. Please find.
No, please.
Rodney Dunn, CEO. Rodney, last name Dunn, CEO on LinkedIn. Just look him up. My God, what job is this nigga trying to get? He looked like a cat that would be really fun to hang around with. Like I would really like. He looked like he with the shits. His name on Instagram, which he puts right there, is self-made guy. Like self-made guy, Rodney Dunn. He's got videos where he's got the gold T5. He got big gold chains, and he's sitting on that thing, just saying whatever. I'm gonna let's see if I can splice in this video.
Yeah, this your boy Rodney. Talking to the white supremacists out there, you better be scared. I'm T'Challa and Eric Killmonger mixed together and the black race coming for you. Yeah, we gonna get you. Be scared. You better be scared because we coming for you. Black Panther is the end of white supremacy as you know it. We coming for you, white people. Now take that. I don't care how you don't like it. The Black Panther coming for you. White
This nigga
supremacy.
said, white people, time is up for motherfucking white supremacy. We coming for you, white man. We coming. On LinkedIn. What job are you trying to get, big dog? Like, I don't understand any of this. Okay, he's not the only one, though. They definitely forever got a chick thirst trapping on LinkedIn. And the only reason y'all don't tell these chicks nothing is because they fine or whatever, and it vaguely makes it look like she's trying to push her little brand or her beautiful bundles that she's selling or talking about some kind of business. And y'all like, oh, okay, I'll let it slide. But no, she thirst trapping. She's using LinkedIn for the wrong reason as well. All that to say, take your silly ass to Instagram with all that. Or better yet, change your occupation to clown and start looking for jobs at the circus. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about people on LinkedIn without a clue what LinkedIn is there for. So I won't say nothing at all.
Hey, nah, on the rhythm, shout out Rodney.
Rodney Dunn. This podcast is brought to you by Rodney Dunn. Oh my God.
Shout out Rodney Dunn.
This podcast to me officially is brought to you by Bianca the brand.
Oh, because I said beautiful
You
bundles.
definitely
I did say beautiful
shots fired.
That
at
wasn't
beautiful
shots
bundles.
fired. I meant, this podcast brought, man, go to Beautiful Bundles on Instagram and buy some bundles from my homeboy old lady. She out there slanging
Everybody except for you, Leah Maya.
Leah Maya, I want you to,
Leah Maya can
Leah
get
Maya, wear them for Easter. Come around with the bundles, man.
She can get some.
Come to the Baptist church with us.
But now, hey, Rodney,
Rodney
he's a hood gas stove shopper. He got the gas stove tee on with the gas stove necklace, earrings, and gold teeth. All for the hot price of $27.99. He got a hood nigga kit.
Oh, nah, I do love them Texas teas though. Is he from Texas?
No, he from the B. I think he from the B.
Oh, okay.
Is he
Nah,
really?
Nah,
I
them
think
Texas
so.
gas station teas go hard, boy. Straight up.
the double neck with the big
Yeah,
nigga,
thick collar, bro. You can only get them in Texas.
I knew where he was going with it. The nice
thick
neck.
neck ass t-shirt.
Them things are, but people in Texas don't wear them because you sweat through it, man.
Nah, them niggas do.
True.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you gotta get them when you visit.
We used to get them when we wear 4X tall tees. Hey man, look, we at the minute and 10 minute 11 wherever we usually cut this off, man. Start playing some of that music. Best friend weekend. Buy your tickets now.
Hey, right now.
420 weekend.
We're gonna be downtown.
Mile High CI. What you gonna have for us to do out there when we get out there, big dog?
Everything.
We're gonna snow.
I got the green in the soil for y'all boys right now.
Oh.
In the same room me and Raj in right now.
Okay, I'm
It's coming up. It's growing. It's growing.
It's herbal.
Oh, you got that same stuff they had on How High?
You got that ivory?
What's
that
that?
ivory? You got that ivory?
Nah, it's White Widow, man. It's all White Widow.
Oh shit, I'm with it though.
I don't smoke that ivory, man. I don't know. You leave
If
that
you
the red.
Study high.
Study high.
Take
the
the
test high.
Get
Get
high
high
scores.
scores, man. That's all I mean.
Like,
Like,
how not on there?
How High is not a black movie, but we definitely doing it for Blackbuster Video.
Okay.
We definitely doing How. We should watch How High while we out there and record it while we there.
Over about like the past few days, Bruno Mars has been like the talk of all conversations, and it's a must we hold court. Seems that the allegation of being a culture vulture has surfaced for Bruno Mars. And before I deep dive into it, we have to preface by saying, like, yes, stealing sauce is a real thing. Living off of others' gas, that's like a real thing. But in this situation, I feel like Bruno definitely gets the pass because he definitely pays homage in everything he does. And not to mention, he damn near look black to me. He darker than my grandma, darker than some of my aunts. And being from the deep south, I peep the bigger play. You know, pretty much is either, you know, you're of the Caucasus Mountain race, you know, our white brethren in America, or you're not. So, I mean, it's not like he's just, you know, out here down bad. The white guy just fucking stealing sauce, you know, like American history would have it. I mean, he's kind of, you know, of other race. So, I mean, with that main point being said, I feel like this cultural appropriation, culture vulture allegation could not hold up in court.